Hi, my sweet friends, and welcome back to Crochet Every Day with Judy. As the title says, today it's all about hats galore. I've been, I took a break from making a lot of my works in progress, the pocket shawl for my daughter-in-law, the shawl for my granddaughter, um, because I'm making hats for a charity. Karen and Brian Green of Fiber Hearts, well, Karen mostly. Um, Karen is the owner, one of the owners of Style Dots. And I've shown them before. It's a jewelry company, and they sell these little dots that you can take out and can put others in. So lots of variety for your jewelry collection. But her her company Style Dots supports the charity ipourlife.org is their website. iPourLife is a charity for kids who are aging out of the foster care system. Um, so I believe iPourLife is located in the Midwest. Karen's out in California. So she needs hats to send. The iPourLife has asked for 100 hats, knitted, crocheted, however. So Karen put out a plea, and they've already received about 50 hats. Somebody else was sending another 20 this week, and I have probably 15 done, and hopefully we'll get more done. I thought I might wait till somewhere between November 5th and November 10th to mail them, because I'm in New Mexico. She's only 2 states away in California. So it shouldn't take that long for them to get there. So anyway, I'll keep making hats, as many as I can, to send to her. So I thought I would show those today. Before I do, I have a couple of other things to show. First of all, I know I mentioned before that I belong to an online crochet swap group. And one of the things that, one of the swaps I signed up for this month was a bookmark swap. I like to make bookmarks. I like to swap them, and I like to give them. I sent a bunch of them to Rose at Rose Likes Crochet for her wings charity. And then I found this pattern, and I really, really love it, and I think I will probably make more, maybe even one for myself. It's triangle shaped, so it opens in the middle, and that's what you put over the, well, I have a book here I could probably show it on. Sorry. So I think you could put it on just about any size book. It's a little bit large for this book, but that's how it works. You just put it around the pages, like, you know, where you've left off reading, and include the cover. You could put it front or back. I don't think it would matter. But I really like the pattern. And I made this one of, excuse me a moment, let me get the yarn. I made this out of Lion Brand 24/7 cotton. There it is. In the colorway red. It's 100% cotton, 4 medium, 186 yards. Uses a 4 millimeter or G hook, 3.5 ounces. So, and it's a mercerized cotton, which I love for things like bookmarks. And then I added, because I make beaded jewelry too, and so I have all these charms and jewelry making supplies. So I added the little angel charm. I love angels. I have an angel collection. Maybe I'll show that sometime. Although I've started giving away a lot of my angels, I want to just share them with other people. But anyway, that's the bookmark that I made for my swap group. Another thing I was going to show is I was looking in a drawer, And I came across this that I had made last year. Let's see here. There it is. And I can put it on to show you. Let's see. How did I like wearing it? Did I like wearing it this way? Yes. Here we go. So it goes over your head. And it just is a... I don't even remember what the pattern was called, and I kind of made a little mistake there, but I just wear this at home to keep me warm when I need a little extra something for my shoulders, for my neck and my shoulders. So there it is. You can see that it covers somewhat in the back if I can, when I can reach and pull it down. Can't do that right at the moment, but anyway. Yeah, so it covers, you know, the top of your back and your shoulders and your neck, and just something nice to keep you warm on a chilly day. I know I'm wearing pink and then I'm wearing orange pumpkin earrings, but after all, it is almost Halloween. So anyway, this is a cute little cowl shoulder warmer. And just made it in some purple yarn that I had. I also, before I get to the hats, went to Joann's. Oh, I guess I was there to buy the yarn for my granddaughter's shawl. And they happened to have Lion Brand cupcake yarn on sale. I have actually quite a bit, well, not quite a bit, some cupcake yarn. I've got some sitting in another place waiting for a project. But this is the colorway Clown Car. And I just loved those colors. I love bright colors. I love bright colors. So cupcake yarn, it's a number 3. I'm getting more and more into DK weights, number 3s. And this has 590 yards. So I don't remember the price, or I think they're priced somewhere around $6 or $7, and I got it for $3 or something like that. So anyway, I got 4 of those. Just love the bright colors. Okay, the hats. Now, some of these I have shown before, but I just wanted to show you how many that I have done. Let's see, is that one? No, I'll talk about that one in a minute. I love the Divine hat pattern. And I found, and this is not called the Divine Cowl, and I think I've shown it before, but it's called the Shell Stitch Cowl, but it turned out looking, you know, the pattern looking like the Divine hat. So I did make a couple of cowl and hat sets. So that's one of them in the red. I'm sorry, I'm moving it really fast. And I will try and remember, sorry about that, to link the Divine hat pattern below. Here's another one in red. And let's see. Oh, yes. You know, I bought Ferris wheel, Lion Brand Ferris wheel yarn on clearance at Joann's once, and not knowing if I'd like it, but I thought, well, I can make hats. Somebody else might like these colors. But I love how it turned out. I'm not one to wear fall colors because they just don't go well with my skin tone. I'm more of, or even dusty colors. I'm better with blue, pink. I can do red if it's a true red. But these are not my colors to wear, but I love looking at fall colors. So here's the Divine hat and a shell cowl. So that's another set. Then I just started pulling yarn off my shelves and making whatever I could with them. Here I combined, I don't even remember the pattern, and I probably won't link all the patterns, but there are tons of hat patterns online, free hat patterns. So I just made this one with gray and some cream Well, no, actually, oh, you know what this was? This was Premier Sweet Roll. That's what it was, Premier Sweet Roll. So that's out of that. This is probably a Just My Stripes is what I used for this divine hat. Lion Brand Just My Stripes. Another Lion Brand Just My Stripes. I have found out I do not like working hats from the bottom up, or like this one, and it's a beautiful star stitch hat from Nastasia, I think is the blog, but it's just worked in rows flat, and then you join it, and then you stitch up the top. I don't really like working hats that way. I much prefer top down. So I've even gotten rid of some patterns that I had that were not top down. But I do love that star stitch. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so pretty. Alrighty, then here's some more of the Premier Sweet Roll in silver or something. This one, okay, this was a test pattern, so I can't really talk about it much. And this was a test pattern, the same pattern. So I made a blue one. And that I'm giving here, but then I've recently bought lots of blue yarn. In fact, I have some on order to start making hats for the Lion Brand Hat Not Hate charity. Or drive, Hats Not Hate drive. They wanted 100,000 this year. I think they collected about 35,000, someone said, but it was not what they wanted. However, they discontinued it for this year because they couldn't go into schools and hand them out. The Hats Not Hate is their anti-bullying campaign, and they couldn't go into schools to hand them out, so they asked people not to send more this year. So now we're just making them to send next year, because their deadline is usually October, I believe. No, perhaps September, so that they can do it at the start of the school year. So I think it's September 1st. Anyway, I'm shooting to make 100 hats by next September 1st, by the time I need to send them. So, like I said, I've got blue yarn coming for that. Then I just started picking yarn out of my my yarn collection and finding patterns. Here's another in grays. Now, like I said, these hats are for the I Pour Life, for the kids aging out of the foster care system. So they're 18 and over. Some of these look a little small, but they fit me and they come to the bottom of my ears. So, and I'm sure there are all sizes of kids who will be needing these. So I had bought a chunky yarn, and I've been keeping my ball bands only since August, but here are all the ball bands that I have of yarns I have finished using, the whole skein or ball or cake or hank. So that's just since August. I had never saved them before, and I saw on YouTube things about people saving them and just to see, I guess just to see how much they'd used in a year. So I'll do it from now on. But anyway, this yarn I had picked it up thinking it matched something I had, and it didn't. But I thought, well, that's okay. I'll use it to make hats. Serenity Chunky. This is one of the hats. And this is in the colorway Smoke. 100% acrylic, 328 yards. Takes an 8mm or L US hook. So I used that and got a number of hats out of it. And these next 3, I just fudged it. I just started working at the top and used some front post and back post double crochets. And this one, I did some back post to make the ridges, and then the front and back post double crochets to make for the brim. And then this one, I put 2 skeins together. It was the last of this Serenity Chunky, Premier Serenity Chunky, but I paired it with an ice yarn. There's not even a number on it. I had gotten this in a mystery yarn bag from Gia at theyarnnut.com. Gia sells ice yarns, hobium yarns, and then she's got some others too. But it's wonderful because I had never ordered from the ice company because they have extremely high shipping, is what I've been told, what I've seen from other crochet content creators on YouTube. Their shipping is high, and so you need to order quite a bit. We're talking between $150 and $200 to at least, to make it worth the shipping, to bring the cost of each ball of yarn down. Ball, skein, whatever. One of the crochet YouTubers, and I won't say who I think it is in case I'm wrong, she said she found the sweet spot was like 122 items from ice to make it worth the shipping. So I can't afford that, but with Gia at theyarnnut.com, you can order 1 ball of ice yarn if you want. You can order in the packs like you have to from the ice yarn company. So you can order 1 or 2. You can order something just to try it, and then order more from her if you like it. I've liked the ice yarns I've gotten. But anyway, I do like just buying just what I need instead of having to buy huge packs. So I paired this eyelash, it's a white eyelash yarn, with the gray Premier Serenity Chunky. And I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool. Yes, it's very hairy, but it's very, very soft. And I just continued. All I did was double crochets, just double crochets through the whole thing. So it can be a slouchy hat, or you can turn up the bottom for a brim. So that was to use up the rest of that yarn on a hat. Here is some of the, let's see, I just finished it, Ferris wheel. Let's see if this is the one. Nope, that's not it. I don't remember the colorway, but I got 2 hats out of this colorway and still have a little bit more. And like I said, this looks small, but it does come to the bottom of my ears, so I'm sure it will fit someone. So, like I said, I think that's about somewhere between 15 and 20 hats there, and I will just continue making them. I believe that's about it for today. It was just all about hats. Maybe I'll call it all about hats instead of hats galore. I don't know. You'll see when it comes up. But, sorry, I had something at the top of my screen. It loves to do that. Yes, all my notifications. So, I hope one more thing that I will show that I pulled out because it's getting to be cold weather. You probably have seen that there has been a cold front that hit certainly the Midwest and the northern states, northern Midwest. But it also came clear down to us in New Mexico, and in fact, south of us here in Santa Fe. So I've been pulling out things to keep me warm. And one of them was, this is a sweater, cardigan, whatever you want to call it. The first one I've ever made. I made it, actually I think I made it this past spring. And I'm sure it's just out of Red Heart Super Saver. And even though a lot of people don't like Red Heart Super Saver because they say it's too stiff, it does soften up in the wash. And so here is the sweater. I will try and find the pattern so that I can link it. Sorry about the... but it has long sleeves, and being my first time, I didn't measure well. And this part of, I like my cuffs tight. I like my cuffs tight. So this is all that the cuff is, but it's tight. But I made the sleeves too long for me, so they're kind of bulky. But then I just rolled up the end of the sleeve to make it fit a little bit better. But like I said, it has long sleeves, pockets. Then the edging was worked separately, and then you sew it on. But I'm fortunate that it came out well. I don't know if you can see it too well there, but it's really nice and warm. So that's another thing that I had found that I had made and had put away in a drawer. And it's snowing again. We got, it's dropped down into, our high yesterday was 30, and the day before. We've had snow. We had a heavy snow on Monday. Today is I can't remember what day it is. Let's see, Saturday's the 31st. Today's the 28th, Wednesday the 28th. So on Monday the 26th, we got 6+ inches of snow. Now we're at 7,000 feet here in Santa Fe. People think of New Mexico as being like Arizona and a lot of desert. Well, there is flatter, drier land in the mid and southern parts of New Mexico. But we have several mountain ranges, and here in Santa Fe, we are at the tail end of the Sangre de Cristos, which go up into Colorado. And like I said, here in Santa Fe, our altitude is 7,000 feet, higher than Denver, which is called the Mile High City. Albuquerque is also at about a mile high elevation. But Denver took the name first. So we're in the mountains here. We are called high desert because we have very low humidity throughout the year, and we have over 300 days of sunny weather, bright blue skies and sunny weather. But we also get snow. So it's snowing again now. It snowed some yesterday, and it's snowing again now. It's supposed to end sometime tonight or tomorrow morning. And this is wonderful because we've been in a drought, so the snow is very helpful. But anyway, that's a little about where I live and all the hats that I'm doing. So I think that's it for today. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it when you do. Much love to all of you. I so appreciate, even though I'm a very, very small channel, fairly new. I've only been making videos a couple of months. Come back if you like to be read to. I do readings. I've read Kidnapped and Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. I read Black Beauty, and I'm starting tomorrow with Heidi. So come back if you like to be read to. I try and make each reading 20 to 30 minutes. So it's not too long. You could do it in a sitting. You can do it while you're crocheting, doing housework, whatever. Driving, if you listen to things like that while you drive. I'm watching the snow out there and the wind. It's kind of swirling around. So thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by and for listening. And I want you to remember that you carry light into the world. So be sure and let that light shine, because you never know when someone might need that light. Thank you. Much love to all of you. Bye-bye.